Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Harry Potter review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 75966, Hogwarts Room of Requirement. This set includes 193 pieces and originally retailed for $19.99 back in June of 2020. Now in North America, because we were in a pandemic, these didn't release till August 24th, though I actually ended up buying this off Zavvi, which is why you see the European box that does not have the piece count. Now looking at the box art design as a whole, you get your main characters at the top, logos from the top and the bottom, again no piece count as it is the European box, and the render from the very front with the Room of Requirement. It does look a little weird when it comes to Hermione's hair there, might I add. And then from the very back you can see some of the play features with your characters interacting, push tab off to the side. Included in the box were 2 numbered bags along with a sticker sheet and instruction manual. Taking a quick peek at the instructions, you mimic the front of the box, QR code off to the side. From the very back you get your win guy, piece count for 2 pages there, leading on to a quick advertisement for some of the sets available at the time period. I will be doing some newer reviews on these in the not so distant future, so look forward to those when I get to them. To start off our minifigure selection, first we have Harry Potter, who is exclusive because of the torso print where you see that open look to the front of the Hogwarts uniform with the tie and the white shirt. You get the printing from the front and the back, plain black legs, no leg printing which wouldn't be necessary for this figure, 2 accessories, one being the dark brown wand, and then the other one being this Power Blast piece which you typically see in the superheroes theme. This is used to represent a spell or just a Patronus in general. All you gotta do is press down like such, and it launches out into the distance. You get a total of 2 of these for your minifigures. Facial expression was the one introduced back in 2019 with the smirk from the front, and you can spin it around to see an unhappy look from the back, short haircut style for year 5. We also got a brand new variant of Hermione Granger in this set, also exclusive because of the torso piece, though we actually have the return of the hair piece that we saw back in the 2007-2010 wave for her minifigure. Facial expression will be the same one that we got back in 2019, with the smirk from the front and the scared look from the back, wand for the accessory, plain black legs, and we also get some back printing, which I guess is also nice with that Gryffindor stripe across the bottom. Rounding out our minifigure selection, we have Luna Lovegood, who is probably my favorite character of this set. Just like the other 2 minifigures, we get a brand new torso print with that butterbeer cork necklace, which I really love seeing included. You get that blue stripe from the bottom for Ravenclaw. Though one thing that is slightly a downside to this figure is the fact that we don't have the mid-size legs. Just looking at the LEGO Harry Potter theme in general, years 1 through 2 feature the short legs, years 3 through 4 include the mid-size legs, and then year 5 through 7 include the regular size legs. Now both Harry and Hermione are in their 5th year at Hogwarts, though Luna is in her 4th year, so technically she should have the mid-size legs in the set. LEGO does rectify and change this and correct it within other sets in the future, but this set didn't make the cut. Either way, I'm pretty happy with this figure as far as the torso piece goes. You get the printing from both the front and the back, and you also get a double-sided facial expression for her minifigure, which was newly introduced for this set, with the smile from the front, surprised look from the back. Hairpiece was introduced back in the 2018 CMF, which I think works well for her character. Before we get into the build of the Room of Requirement itself, we get some smaller accessories to go along with your minifigures. Along with Hermione Granger, we have her Otter Patronus, which is a brand new mold for 2020, which we would later see recolored in LEGO City in brown. Though I'm really happy that they made a new mold for this. It's amazing. It's just really crazy to see a lot of these animal molds coming from Harry Potter and then getting introduced into other sets. You can see the anti-studs from the bottom, so you can fit this character on studs if you want to. Along with Luna Lovegood, we get her hair, or Bunny Patronus, which we would also see get recolored in the future. really amazing to see that they made a new mold for this, and it is one of my favorite molds as far as bunnies go. You get the anti-studs from the bottom so you can place it on studs, and you also get a stud from the very back of the creature. For your characters to practice spells on, we get this mechanical Death Eater dummy, which happens to include 2 brand new prints for both the head as well as the torso piece. I'm really happy that they included that. Shows that LEGO went all out back in the day, front and back printing for that torso. We get a wand for the accessory for when they practice Expelliarmus, and we get some pretend wheels from the bottom, which also features this piece as a blocker so then it doesn't fall down. It is supposed to be on wheels in the real Room of Requirement, though they have that as a blocker just so then it can stand up and you don't have to worry about it falling down when you're playing with it. Another accessory off to the side, which I'm really happy to see included in this set, is a stickered panel piece that includes the billboard from the side of the Room of Requirement. This includes the first ever picture of the original Order of the Phoenix, which is lacking in some places. You can see Lily, James, as well as Neville's parents, Dumbledore and Hagrid. I believe that's Sirius Black in the middle, though I think they should have included Moody on here because that would definitely make sense because he was the one who gave it to him in the books. But enough on that. You get a picture of Cedric for when you have Harry and Cho in the room, which you would have gotten Cho in another set around this time. And we also have some various Daily Prophet cuttings, some Azkaban breakouts and such. Decent enough side build, something nice to place alongside your characters in the room. One of the 2 Hogwarts expansions released in 2020 is the Room of Requirement. Now this isn't a bad build by any means, though there are some problems that I have with it. One of which being these translucent blue wall element pieces, so Umbridge could just be walking down the hallway and then, what do you know, you can actually see inside the room from the other side. I think it would have been nice if they covered this up with some, tan wall elements. I mean, probably it wasn't in the budget, but that's really what I wish they would have done here. As far as the design for the entrance to the Room of Requirement goes, you get these 2 stickers on this wall element, which you can slide to reveal the door to enter the room. It isn't as great as what we're actually going to be seeing in the March wave for this year, but it's enough to get away with it. While we're on this side of the build, we have to talk about Umbridge's Ministry Decrees. We have number 82, all students will submit to questioning. Number 30, all Weasley products will be banned immediately. Number 68, all student organizations are disbanded. And number 23, Dolores Umbridge has been approved as the High Inquisitor. Now this is amazing. I love that they included this. I mean, it's probably one of my favorite references in this set. Now another really cool thing that you can actually do here when it comes to the fireplace build is that we have this clip piece connection right here. Now if you press down on that, I'm going to show it from this side, you can knock off some of the Ministry Decrees, which you can see are connected using some of these studs on the side with that Technic build, and we also get that axle that you can push out in order to knock these off the wall. Back to the interior of the build, again we get that door, which you can open and close to reveal either a blank wall or an entrance or exit out of the Room of Requirement. You get some studded area, but nothing that really helps your minifigures stand too much. You get some details from the very top. I really like these building techniques, which help outline the room a bit better. And again, the translucent blue works from the inside, but not from the outside of the build. Now onto the fireplace design, we get a sticker from the very back for the brick paneling. We get some flames inside, as well as the grate from the very front. And I also really like the building techniques here, especially from the front. That design I think works very well. Now one last thing that I have to talk about as far as Hogwarts expansions go is that you can actually separate this into 2 different pieces. You have the fireplace as well as the Ministry Decrees on this section. And then you have the entrance to the Room of Requirement with the doors from both sides. Now on the sides of both of these builds, you get those Technic hole connections in order to connect this to other sections. Unfortunately, it doesn't really specify where you should put this in your Hogwarts layout in the instructions, though I recommend keeping it as its own separate entity because it just doesn't really feel like it works connected to any of the other builds that we've gotten in the waves. So overall, for $20 back in the day, I think this was an amazing deal. You get 3-4 minifigures in this set, 2 brand new animal molds for the Patronus, and a new Hogwarts expansion at a cheap $20 price. I also have to appreciate a lot of the references, like the first ever Order of the Phoenix photo, as well as the Ministry decrees from the back of the fireplace. Now I also have to say, as far as $20 Harry Potter sets go, this is still my favorite of all of the ones that we have ever gotten, just because I'm a huge fan of Order of the Phoenix, and the scene that they create here is very iconic, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to know every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!